So I know that I've been hearing a lot about this thing. Um, I've always considered myself a very logical person, like a very, what's the word? Hmm, grounded person. And I don't have any idea really what's going on in the UK. Apparently, they have a over immigration problem, and well, yeah. So I don't know. Everyone's probably doing this, but I want to try to come into this as a person without bias and who will just react the way I think a normal person would react instead of trying to get clicks and all that stuff, because I'm sure a lot of people have audiences that they need to keep, but I don't have anyone watching, so I don't really have an audience, so I can go into this as I please. So let's give it a go. Is there no sound?
In this game, you will be presented
Okay,
with
here we go.
scenarios that require you to take action, like hearing something hateful while gaming or watching a provocative video on social media.
Okay.
From the three alternative options presented, you will use your mouse to select one based on the information given and what outcome you think this will have.
Why does it keep doing this? I keep forgetting to update. There we go. Okay, three options. Sounds like a choose
The
your own
choices you
adventure.
make will determine the route your character takes. Remember to be aware of getting trapped in risky or harmful situations, as the different choices can lead to situations involving extremism and radicalisation, damaging the outcome for your character.
In reality, you don't want to do things, you don't want to be radical because, well, we've seen what happens. I'm a boy, so let's go with that.
Charlie was enjoying an online game with friends.
Happens every day.
Charlie had not long started attending a new college in East Riding, and they were so relieved to have made new friends having recently left school.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie has started browsing new games and websites that some of the new friends use.
Fortnite. Ah.
Sometimes, though, the people on these websites say things that seem off, even slightly concerning.
Yeah, as tends to be on the internet.
Someone on this website has encouraged Charlie to download a video, but Charlie is unsure.
Is this a friend?
How should Charlie react?
Hmm. Well, I'm not just gonna download a video straight out of nothing. I'm gonna see if they're a friend, so let's go with B.
How should Charlie react? Charlie questioned the stranger, asking what the video was about. Charlie felt uneasy when the stranger explained that if Charlie cared about the country, they would download the video and share it with as many people as possible.
Hmm.
Charlie wasn't sure what to say and didn't contribute anything more to the discussion, instead, feeling that perhaps they had missed something on the topic. Luckily, Charlie trusted their instinct and didn't download or share the video.
That does sound like just someone trying to get into whatever. Oh, let's make myself a little bigger. Oh! But that does sound some. I mean, like you get told to download videos on your Discord friends and everything. But if, yeah, I probably wouldn't have done that.
It's important to remember that downloading or streaming certain content can lead to a terrorist offence conviction.
Um, no. I don't. I don't. I don't think that's how that works. Is it? No. No? Downloading or streaming certain content can lead to. What? No. I mean, people do all sorts of crap. They'll watch, like, I mean, very bad stuff, and nothing happens to them. All right, next one. Hold on. Ah.
Charlie is receiving an important grade on a piece of work they submitted for their hospitality course at college. Charlie is receiving an important grade on a piece. Charlie put in a lot of effort for this work and is excited to receive good feedback.
As you
Charlie
should.
takes a seat in
Doing
class
a lot of work.
and waits to get their grade. To their disappointment, Charlie doesn't do as well as they expect. They got 60 out of 100 for their work, but they wanted at least 75 out of 100.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me. When I was in high school, I did a review on Don Quixote, and I really loved the book. I really loved it. It was great. Um, so I did a really good report on it, and then I got it back, and I had like 60 on it. I got a D, and it basically was just because I didn't agree with what the teacher said about the stuff. I thought it was like about looking into Don Quixote and seeing how he perceived things and that kind of stuff. But yeah, made me very upset. Made me very angry.
To make matters worse, somebody else got 80 out of 100, and the teacher said that this person has received a job offer.
Oof. That's even more frustrating.
Charlie has applied to dozens of jobs, but hasn't had any luck yet. Somebody else in the class tells Charlie that this is proof that immigrants are coming to the UK and taking our jobs.
I mean, there might be some truth behind that, but I'm not sure if that has to... Oh, wait, we're in college, right? Yeah. This probably... Well, before we just start getting into throwing blame around, let's see what our teacher's reason is that she gave us the grade we got.
Charlie was still upset by the end of the lesson. They couldn't get past the thought that their classmates had received a job offer, but they hadn't.
Yeah.
Charlie spoke with their teacher after the lesson, and they learned why their grade had not been high and how to improve. The teacher listened to Charlie's frustrations about not having any job offers yet and booked in a time to help with some new job applications.
Well, that didn't really... All right, well, whatever.
Charlie has been chilling out all afternoon. They've been scrolling on social media. They spot a video that seems to be getting a lot of attention.
Okay.
Charlie watches the video and learns from the video that Muslim men are stealing the places of British war veterans in emergency accommodation.
Is that what's happening in the UK? Is that real? Like...
In the video, they explain that the government is betraying white British people and we need to take back control of our country.
Okay. Well, again, everything on the internet you should always doubt. I'm interested. I mean, considering I'm right here, I'm interested in the topic. So let's try to find out the facts. Let's see if someone's not blowing this out of proportion.
Charlie wasn't sure if this video was true, but the recent other encounters made them curious. Charlie went directly to the account's website and found research papers, statistics, information about protests, and more regarding the replacement of white people.
So is it true?
They continued browsing and encountered lots of harmful groups who agree with these sentiments.
But was it true?
Charlie began intaking a lot of harmful ideological messages. In fact, some of the groups were actually illegal.
What the heck? What? Is this guy going on the dark web? Wait, that didn't answer anything. What the heck? So like were they like white supremacist groups or were they just like people who were saying, "Hey, I feel like my work isn't getting appreciated." Or, "Hey, I'm a US veteran and yes, this did happen to me. I got kicked out and some other guy came along and was put in." Well, whatever, here we go again.
Charlie has been enjoying a family dinner at home when they receive a notification from their friend. Charlie's mum makes a comment about using ferns at the dinner table, but Charlie checks in anyway.
Yeah, Mom, I'm sorry.
Amelia, Charlie's close friend, has made a video encouraging young people in Bridlington to join a political group that seeks to defend English rights.
How?
Amelia encourages Charlie to join a secret group on an app Charlie hasn't heard of before. Charlie isn't sure whether to join, explore further, or ignore.
Again, this is something you need to research. Like the video and show, yeah. I'll go with B.
Charlie settled for a middle ground. They didn't want their friend to think they didn't care, but they didn't know if they wanted to join the group.
Fair enough.
They decided to like the post quickly and continued to eat their dinner. During the night, Charlie received a message from a stranger who saw that they had liked the post. Before they knew it, Charlie had been added to an encrypted private group without Charlie's permission.
What? What? No. That's bull. That's. Well, actually, there have been people trying to fake DM me on Discord lately as the people that I've hired for something on Fiverr. And I'm like, how are you impersonating these? Like, how'd you even know I was talking to these people specifically? How'd they get my fiber? Fiber. I gotta get my fiber. Because, really hurts to poop. No, but how'd they get my Fiverr information? But, I mean, I guess that makes some sense, but why?
Charlie was seeing their dad at the weekend. He lives in Hull, so their weekends look very different to their weekdays in East Riding.
Okay.
Charlie's friend Amelia immediately looked interested and told them about a protest she wished she could go to herself, but was not allowed. Amelia spoke of a gathering that had been organised by a small political group. They would come together and protest the changes that Britain has been through in the last few years and the erosion of British values.
Okay. Seems logical.
Amelia talked about the banners and the tickets that her
Ah.
friends had made for the events and expressed a
Mm.
real regret that she could not go, begging Charlie to go in her place. Charlie has nothing to do this weekend, and a protest sounded like an interesting thing to take part in.
It's a friend. So, again, at least check it out. We need to get facts. We need a. Well, again, and the previous slides didn't tell me if I was correct about what was going on. It just said random stuff. Tell my friend. Yeah, I'll tell. She really wants to go, but I'm not part of this program. However, I still believe, as a friend, I could let them know what happens. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Charlie went to the protest in the end. It wasn't what they expected.
Okay.
They noticed the protest seemed to be more about racism and anti immigration than British values and honouring fallen veterans.
Okay. I mean, racism and anti immigration are also, well, I mean, mm,
Charlie grew increasingly uncomfortable as the crowd became angrier. Police arrived after a few violent outbreaks. Before they knew it, they were running away from the scene. Some protesters next to Charlie had drawn the attention of the police. Charlie had only been here to observe, but the line between observing and participating was too easy to cross.
what? No, no. Why do I feel like. I feel like. This is hard to explain. I feel like I'm making the right choices, but then the results are. What's the word? Oh, look what happens if you. If you, look what happens if you try to figure out more. You end up getting in trouble. Something like that. Which, I I don't think should be a problem. Looking into stuff. Nothing wrong with doing that.
Charlie thought about all the difficult choices they had needed to make in the last few weeks.
Okay.
Some of their choices had led to changes in friendship, and Charlie was feeling low, as they weren't sure if they had made the right decisions. The teacher had noticed this and decided to reach out.
Okay.
The teacher sat with them and talked openly and frankly about the ideology that Charlie had discovered.
I'm not sure that's an ideology. Patriotism is not an ideology. Patriotism is. I don't know, it's not a bad thing. I mean, unless you end up going Allah Akbar and then. But that's more religious stuff, isn't it? I'm not smart enough for this. I'm just a turtle. Okay, well, let's see.
The teacher reassured that Charlie had made the right decisions. Charlie realised that if they had chosen to engage with these harmful ideas, the consequences would have been very different.
Fair enough. Check out more harmful choices. Well, that's the thing. I don't think I made harmful choices. I made what's the word? Investigated choices. Investigating choices. Investigation? Investigating? Investa. Ah.
Charlie accepted they may need support. Charlie's teacher made a prevent referral, and they were able to provide tailored
Prevent.
support for Charlie. They began a workshop that helped them learn how to engage positively with ideology and
Oh,
the
I've been
differences
through one of
between
those.
right and wrong in expressing political beliefs.
It was like a women's sensitivity thing. Uh there was a lot of things I learned and a lot of things that made sense. Like I never thought about the perspective of being a woman and walking around in the middle of the night alone. And since being a woman, I wouldn't have the physical strength as a man. It would probably be terrifying if I was approached by a very aggressive man.
Charlie received counselling to help them process the other events in their life, and they felt much better for it.
That's it? This is the fuss everyone's been making?
Charlie has finished their day at college and is catching up with their friends. Charlie is getting along well with their teacher currently and enjoying school. They have a brief conversation about their upcoming weeks and say goodbye for the evening. After a long day, they head home to spend some time with family, relax, and watch some TV.
Okay.
Charlie is completing their education responsibly and enjoying support from school.
Okay.
Charlie will have no further involvement with Prevent or other similar services because they made responsible decisions.
Wait. I thought immigration was like a problem there, right? And like one of their concerns was like not not Muslim, but like look right here, here, and here. Like it's like they were purposely all chosen to be a different race. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it.
What is Prevent?
Yeah, that means
Prevent
to
is a referral
oh,
programme operated by the Home Office in partnership with local services. It was set up in 2003 as part of legislation responding to the 9/11 terror attack in the USA. The overarching aim of Prevent is to stop violent extremism from happening within our communities.
okay, no one wants that. Fair
Prevent
enough.
works on the basis that any ideology can be harmful, and therefore anyone can be at risk.
Wait, whoa,
of
whoa, whoa, whoa,
harm
whoa,
or
whoa, whoa,
violence.
whoa, 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 whoa,
The
whoa, whoa, whoa!
programme
No, go
seeks to
back, go back, go
identify
back.
cases of extremism before any violent acts are committed, and it does so by addressing difficulties vulnerable individuals
Yes,
and their
extremism is bad, but
experiences can help
ideology is
them
not a
overcome
bad
it.
thing.
Why is Prevent important?
Wait, no, go back.
Prevent is an important part
How do I go back? How do I go back?
of the UK's counter-terrorism strategy because it seeks to tackle extremist behaviour as it emerges instead of after an attack. It acknowledges that underlying issues and vulnerabilities play a role in extreme ideas and behaviours and wants to reduce the effects that push someone into extremism.
Well, I mean, a lot of people believe they're doing the right thing when it comes to extremism, But going over the line and hurting people is when it becomes a problem. But
It's important because Prevent doesn't seek to punish people who have fallen victim to radicalisation. It aims to reduce the risk of violence and enable vulnerable people to live a life without hate or violence. Who does Prevent support?
okay, well, but again, it never said like if what I found out was true or not. Again, I don't know what's going on in the UK. I'm just an American, straight straight white male. Bless your heart, Bo Burnham. Love that guy. Anyways, um, it it didn't say whether my research did anything. It feels like it's skipping over things.
Though it is rare, Prevent understands that any ideology has the potential to harm others if the right conditions are met.
Well, usually again, violence and when people take their ideologies a little too far. Um, hmm. But part of an ideology is like, what if my ideology is to defend my country without violence? Like, and that's why, like, with whatever's going on, if I had worries, I would speak up about them, do research, get statistics. And again, I'm still thinking back to that one that said Muslims, not that there's anything wrong with Muslims, except for the ones that blow up. Uh why would immigrants be taking veterans places of living? I mean, if that's true, then yes, that's a concern that they need to look into. Can't just ignore it.
Prevent does not target any specific demographic, community, or ideology, and the support they offer is available to anyone who may be motivated by an ideology to behave in an extreme manner.
Oh, shit.
What is
Oh,
Prevent?
I gotta go through all that again. Ah.
Prevent is a referral program
Well, okay,
operated by the Home Office in partnership with local
let's
services.
review some
It was set up in 2003
radical
as
ideologies
part
we've
of
come across
legislation responding to the
in
9/11 terror
life and
attacks in the
history.
USA. The overarching aim of Prevent is to stop violent
The white
extremism from
supremacist, of
happening within
course,
our communities.
Ku Klux Klan,
Prevent works on the
um,
basis that any ideology can be
Allah
harmful,
Akbar,
and therefore anyone can be at risk of becoming
the
radicalised. The
Catholic
program seeks to
Church
identify cases of
during the
extremism
Spanish
before any
Inquisition.
violent acts are committed.
No one
And it
expects
does
it.
so by addressing difficulties vulnerable individuals may be
I'm not a
experiencing
history
and
buff.
helping them overcome it.
The
Why is Prevent
leftists currently
important?
right now, how they
Prevent is an important part of
if
the
you disagree
UK's
with anything they
anti-terrorism
say they'll
strategy
kill you,
because it seeks to
and
tackle
might actually do
extremist
it,
behaviour
considering what
as it
happened to
emerges, instead of after
that
it
other
happens.
guy that
It
only talked
acknowledges
to
that
people.
underlying issues and vulnerabilities play a role
Happened
in
out of
extreme
school or
ideas
something, I
and
believe.
behaviours, and wants to reduce
Again,
the effects that
didn't
push
really know much
someone
about
into
what's going on. That the
extremism.
news is depressing, so
It's
I tend to avoid
important
it.
because Prevent doesn't seek to punish people who have fallen victim to radicalisation. It aims to
So let's
reduce the
see.
risk of
Those are
violence
some
and
extreme
enable vulnerable
radicalists.
people to live a life without hate or violence.
Um,
Who does Prevent support? Though it is rare, Prevent
I wish I had
understands
an
any
audience that
ideology has the potential to harm others if the right conditions are met.
would
Prevent
help
does not
contribute
target
this, so
any
I wasn't
specific
just thinking of all
demographic,
this all by
community,
myself.
or ideology, and the support they offer is available to anyone who may be motivated by an ideology to behave in an extreme manner. This means that anyone could be referred
a lot of riots, that kind of stuff. People rioting over stupid shit like football or soccer or a sport. Uh, Black Lives Matter, that was one that started to get a little too radical. Um, Again, nothing wrong with black people, but when you start using it as an excuse for everything you do, or for something that's never even happened to you, just happened to things in the past, I'm a victim. No, your 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 descendants were a victim, not you. Anyways,
to receive their support. What is the process and how does Prevent work? Prevent will only come into contact with someone if they receive a referral either from them directly.
I don't know why. This makes me uncomfortable. Prevent will only come into contact with someone if they receive a referral either from them or someone who has concerns. So, like Salem? Salem, there you go. That was another radical situation. Burn the witch, burn the witch. And then people would just use it as an excuse to get revenge against people they didn't like. And then it got really bad. But now it kind of like a witch. I wouldn't say it's a witch hunt. I mean, if it was China, oh, there you go, China. Like if this was happening in China, this referral or whatever, they'd be like, "All right, let's take you in," and then you'd never be heard from again, ever, never, never, ever. Could have sworn I got these keys all figured out. Oh, dang it, I did. Ah, but you know what? Forget it. Whatever. Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, that's it. It's just. Oh, okay. Prevent is a government project aimed at stopping extreme beliefs before they become real dangers. Well, what makes a belief extreme? Belief becomes extreme when people start using it as an excuse to hurt people. And that can be done with anything. Like, I believe macaroni is the greatest dish in the world. And if anyone else thinks any differently, I'll kill them. See? Anything. So, I don't know. Should they look out for people like macaroni? As the character showed, Prevent exists to safeguard us all from the threat of extremism and radicalization before any violence takes place. Okay. How does it work? Prevent involves a lot of organizations, the schools, blah 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 blah. Prevent is not a punishment and won't appear as a criminal record. Okay, that's good. About myself or others. Okay. Was that it? Was that really all? You know what? Let's do all the bad decisions.
Charlie was
Next.
Ch-
Next.
Ch-
Next.
so-
Next. Next.
someone on this web.
Next.
It
Next. Wait. It didn't let me. Ah. Now I got to go through it all over
Charlie is
again.
to
You know
their
what? Refresh.
disappointment.
Why do they make this look like a video game? It's not even a video game. It's a choose your own adventure. A very boring one.
Charlie.
All right, next. Next. Next.
Sometimes, though,
Next.
someone
Okay.
on this website has encouraged Charlie to download a video, but Charlie is unsure.
Okay.
How should
Okay, here we
Charlie
go.
react?
Now, here's what you shouldn't do under any circumstances. Download the... Unless this was from a very, very close friend that you know. Let's download the video.
Charlie wanted to continue being part of their new online community. Charlie downloaded the video and shared it with different people online.
Well, what was the video?
Charlie felt relieved and happy that people were liking the video and also sharing it.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Deep down, Charlie wasn't sure if this was the right thing to do, as some of the ideas in the video were extreme and violent.
How so? Do explain.
It's important to remember that downloading or streaming certain content can lead to a terrorist offence conviction.
No, I don't... That rubs me the wrong way.
Charlie is receiving an important...
Okay.
Somebody else...
Let's say we agree with the comment, even though we don't know what it was, really. Oh, wait, no, this is the one about immigrants taking over their jobs and stuff, right?
Charlie approached the classmate angrily. He agreed with the ideas and began shouting about them in class.
Well, I mean, you don't shout in the middle of class. You talk with your friends afterwards and be like, yeah, I totally get that.
The teacher let Charlie know that the school has a zero tolerance on hate speech.
Fair enough.
The teacher was concerned by Charlie's outburst and tried to get to the bottom of it. Charlie became more agitated and ended up having to sit alone for the duration of the week's lessons because of the hurtful things they said.
Like what? What's going on?
Charlie has been chilling out.
Okay, blah blah blah, chilling.
Charlie watches the
Yeah,
video
this one. What is up with this one?
That Muslim men
is this
stealing
true?
The places of British war
if it is
veterans
true,
in emergency accommodation.
I mean, that is kind of messed up.
In the video, they explain that the government is betraying.
Let's engage with the post. Seems unfair.
Charlie couldn't believe what they were seeing. Charlie immediately began typing comments and sharing the video with friends and family, wondering what they could do to stop this.
If it's true.
As the likes, comments and shares came in, they felt that they had performed a patriotic service by standing up for veterans and white people's rights.
I mean, white people have become the minority. Anything we do or say is wrong. No exception.
As the likes, comments and shares came in, they felt that they performed a patriotic service that some of the
double voices.
white people's rights actually illegal.
No, that's called freedom of speech. That's not illegal. Do you guys have that in the UK? Oh, shit.
Charlie has been enjoying a family dinner at home when they receive a notification from their friend. Charlie's mum makes a comment about using phones.
Oh, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Share the video, join the secret group.
Charlie thought the video the friend posted was so funny. They couldn't believe how many likes Amelia's memes were getting. It was inspiring.
Hey, who would say no to video games?
Charlie joined the secret group on this new...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Charlie's mum was not so pleased and grew suspicious of all this new activity.
Okay, that didn't explain anything.
Charlie was seeing their dad at the weekend. He lives in Hull, so their
He lives
weekends
in
were
Hull.
very different to their weekdays in East Riding. Charlie's friend...
Oh, yeah.
Amelia spoke...
All right.
Amelia... Charlie...
Agree to join based on what you've been hearing. What you've been hearing. This is important. Do research. If it is true, then let's just assume everything that we've been hearing is true. Let's just assume, which is not a good thing. It's never a good thing to assume. But yeah. For the sake of argument, devil's advocate.
Charlie decided this would be a good use of their time. Considering all the things they had seen
Plus,
and
he's
heard
totally
over
got
the
an
last
in.
few weeks,
She's totally digging it.
it would be good to express their feelings about it with like-minded individuals.
Mm-hmm.
They went home
Whoa.
and made a banner to take with them to the protest. Charlie arrived at the protest and was swept up by the atmosphere. Everything was going well until Charlie almost became involved in a fight by accident.
A fight, huh?
The police saw they were part of a group and took their details.
Well, he's not arguing and he's given details. So, unlike a lot of the leftists here in the USA, he's already being a better protester than 90%. He hasn't flipped any cars. He hasn't hurt anybody. He hasn't torched any buildings. He hasn't exposed himself
by this, not
nude
knowing if
in
their parents
public.
would be informed.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that would be a concern.
Charlie thought about all the difficult choices they had needed to make.
Blah, blah,
Some
blah.
of their choices the teacher had noticed. The teacher sat with them and talked up. The
Blah,
teacher
blah, blah. And that's how it ends? I don't... Now, I understand this is something made by the government of the UK, and I'm not sure how extreme the situation is. Like, I'm pretty sure my decisions would probably be influenced quite a bit more if I actually knew what was going on and if I knew what was going on, I'm pretty sure my choices would have been influenced a lot more differently. So, but I think I made good, unbiased choices the first time around. Hmm. So I suppose, like, I've heard a lot of people say this is brainwashing and all that propaganda and stuff. Um, hmm. I just, I suppose this is something. On the other hand, I did feel like there were certain aspects of this that felt forced, or because whenever I did research, I was told that was wrong, which is not the case at all. You should always research, find facts. If someone tells you a guy could get pregnant, uh, you probably really don't have to do a lot of research on that, but do it anyways and see what other people are saying. And if what they're saying is not true and they have no statistics to back it up, then you all know, as you British would say, it's all poppycock. But I suppose, I mean, there's not much more I can say on this. But I don't know. This is why I don't like drama on YouTube, on real life. Again, I like to think I'm a very logical person. And again, I don't have all the facts. I don't have all the know how. I don't live in the UK. I live in America, where my current priority is to make sure everyone knows that I am a straight white male. And I'm not a bad person because of that. That's my current priority. Oh, and finding out that Minnesota has been harboring thousands of refugees. And yeah, again, I don't live there, so I don't know too much details about that. But if any of that is true, we're in deep shit. Hmm. Well, I'm going to post this and hopefully people can make their own decisions if they decide to watch this.